All right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks. All right, man, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. And let's talk a little bit NFL, all right? I believe that Cam Newton will very soon be joining Andrew Luck on the retirement bench. All right, I said it before and I said it again. I said it a couple years ago when they both were suffering from injuries. I said about Andrew Luck, I said he ain't going to fully recover, and he didn't. And I think the same thing about Cam Newton. I think it's over. You know, Cam Newton had a run. You know, you're talking about the shoulder, you're talking about foot, you're talking about the overall hits they took. This is a clear example why you got to be smart as a quarterback. Why you gotta learn to play from the pocket. And Andrew Luck did. And he knew how to play from the pocket. But early on, he thought he could run over defenders. He thought he could sacrifice his body for the team. And he wasn't smart. Every quarterback that love that contact or don't want to avoid that contact, they suffer the same fate. RG3, Andrew Luck, Cam Newton. And them calling them Cam Newton draws and Cam Newton, quarterback runs and, all them third and short, fourth and inches, all that Cam Newton Superman shit. You can't play like that. You got to slide. You got to make plays from the pocket. You got to make plays with your arm. You got to grow as a quarterback. Michael Vick learned that too late. His body was already beat down from running and getting hit and nicked and all of that. And you see two big guys here. Andrew Luck is every bit of 230, 240. Cam Newton, 250, 260. It don't matter how big or how much muscle you got to armor your bones with. You cannot take hits. You see it from the running back position. The running backs been in the league, 5, 6, 7 years. They take all them hits and they only get one good contract. After their rookie contract, they get one good contract. And that's it. Because you can't take blows like that. And Cam Newton, he could have played from the pocket. But you know what? Another thing is, neither one of these guys' organizations did right by them. The coach waited too long to get a formal offensive line around Andrew Luck. They had a defensive coach. He was drafting Philip Dorsett. He was drafting receivers and everything else. Tight ends. Instead of drafting a line. Only lineman they got that's worth the damn was Anthony Colanzo. Hopefully I said his name right. Same thing with Cam Newton. Didn't put a line around him. Didn't want to invest into receivers. You got to think about this. Cam Newton, I'm not a big fan of his. At this point, he might be on some Hall of Fame shit. That's not just because of the numbers. He went to the Super Bowl with Jericho Cotchery as his best receiver, him and Ted Ginn. And Jonathan Stewart, old Stewart, as his running back. Their defense was good, but Cam put up some points, some good numbers with pedestrian or older receivers as well. So you got to respect him from that aspect. They just didn't put enough around him where he didn't feel the need to do everything himself. And same thing for Andrew Luck. The coach didn't put enough around him in time, so he didn't have to do everything himself. And they broke down. And you know what? They both had, good careers. They had their times. And it's just that the organizations failed them. They didn't mature enough in time to play it safe. By the time they wanted to be, play in the pocket or slide down, their bodies was always beat up. They took hits like running backs. They got sacked like Troy Aikman did in the beginning of his career for multiple years, back to back. And that just took time off their career. Same thing that happened to Vic. He was smarter than those guys, but you can't take those hits in the NFL and expect to have longevity like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. You got to learn to play the game from the pocket. You got to learn to slide. You got to learn to get down or you get laid down. And I think Cam Newton is over with. You know what? Daddy should just tell him, hey, let's take a year off. Let's take 2 years off. And if you're feeling good, you're feeling better, then we do it again. But it was talked about he should have missed this season. But hey, it's another conversation for another day. Will Greer going to take over pretty soon. Goodfellow Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. All the links in the description. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, thehelpblaze.com. Use the promo code Goodfellow1Boxing, get 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think about the video. Share the video. It's the best donation you can make. We go.